continue to the next chapter, chapter 6. In this chapter, we are going to discuss still on the all the competitors react. Then we need to manage the offering base for sustainable competitive advantage. So in this chapter, we talk about the introduction first, and then what is the offering and innovation strategies, because offering and innovation is highly related, where there is a lot of models that we can do to develop the models, and then how to manage the offering based sustainable and competitive advantage. All right, so developing an innovative offering is highly critical to many firms for their sustainable competitive advantage. General Electrics. General Electric has pursuing their campaign of 100 imagination breakthrough. So this is the project to drive their growth. The products that develop is they are looking for radically brand new major products. Radical brand new products. Not only minor change, but major change on the product development. So GE seeing the innovation highly important. And then Microsoft, Balmer, they say that innovation is the only way that Microsoft can keep customers happy and competition at bay. BCG, today, innovation is the #1 strategic priority, or at 40% of the companies versus 19% in 2005. Boston Consulting Group. Bain, 86 of senior managers believe that innovation is more important than cost reduction for long-term success. So they are highly concerned about innovation, most of them. But there is problem. Yeah. But there is problem. What is the problem? That this innovation usually for a long term. Yes, indeed, Ben. This is long term. You cannot see the result in the short term. The result will be in a long term, more than 1 year. So there is short-term business pressure often undermines an innovation. So the CEO kind of hesitate on developing or conducting innovation due to the short-term business pressure. Mostly, in average, CEO wants return from marketing in 6 to 12 months, so they can see the result right away. This is conflicting with the innovation. This is kind of long-term. Resources taken from long-term initiative to hit short-term targets is kind of big. Yeah. So, and also accounting impact when you do innovation, R&D project, also impacting towards the accounting bottom line. Yeah, bottom line of the accounting. You know, yeah, bottom line, yeah. Bottom line is the net income. On the income statement, the very bottom is the net income. So it will also impacting the bottom line of the financial statements. But innovative new offerings help firms build and maintain sustainable competitive advantage, and also helping developing barrier to competitive attacks that arise because competitors continually react to a firm's success. So when by developing new products, new products, new products. Yeah, people is not easily can attack you because once they are trying to copy your product, you already release a new product. So when they start to prototyping your product, you just release another product. So this is kind of developing a barrier to the competitive attacks. Offering is a purposely broad term that captures both tangible product and service product and intangible service by a firm. So United States of America on the GDP is 70 to 80% is a service economy. Yeah, 20 to 30 on the product. So offering is not product only. Offering also services. That is what I want to highlight here. Most offerings must be augmented by and linked to brand and relationship to ensure the firm's sustainable competitive advantage. Because the competitor can copy the offering if they got enough time and money. Yeah? So most offering must be linked to brand and relationship to ensure the sustainable competitive advantage. Because the competitor can copy the offering given enough time. Like Samsung and iPhone. When iPhone developed the new features, Samsung copy that. Yeah? So we need to link the product and the offering with the brand and a relationship. So, given the offering and innovation, what is innovation? Innovation is the creation of substantial new value for customer and the firm by creatively changing one or more dimension of the business. What is the key aspects? So, innovation is not only about product or technology. Let's example McDonald's. What kind of technology that McDonald's did? Nothing. What kind of product that McDonald's did? Not many. What kind of innovation that McDonald's did? Anybody can answer? Anybody knows what kind of innovation that McDonald's did?
Serving chicken, fried chicken, Pak?
No.
No. Collaboration with BTS, Pak?
No. They developed the drive-thru. See, innovation is not about technology. No. Not about product. Not only, but also about delivery. They use the drive-thru using cars. Home Depot, yeah, they use like Home Depot rather than the customer going into several stores. Yeah, Home Depot put them together in their outlets. Yeah? So basically, the innovation is on the business process. What kind of improvement on the business process? That is innovation. Business process improvement. Yeah. And then the other key aspect is that we need to generate new value to customer and seller. New value. So let's say like vaccine from pharmaceutical. Yeah? New value for customer. Yeah? different type of COVID, different type of vaccine. AstraZeneca is there, Pfizer is there. Yeah. So we need to create new value to customer and the seller. And then involve change, leading to differentiation and sustainable competitive advantage. So, like example, involve change leading to differentiation and sustainable competitive advantage. Like say pharmaceutical and patents. Yeah? All the vaccine has the patents. Yeah? The patents. So innovation in vaccine there is a chemical base or biological base. Yeah, so there is innovation in vaccine. AstraZeneca using biological. And then the Sinovac using chemical. So there is new value to customer. Biological vaccine, biological driven vaccine, or Sinovac chemical driven vaccine. Pfizer, another kind of vaccine. New value to customer. And they leading to differentiation and develop the patents on that. What about the other, Starbucks, Dell, iPod? How do they create value and sustainable competitive advantage? Dell is using outsource. They do not create their own computer. They outsource. Okay, I order you to build this kind of product, and then I ship it. That is Dell. Yeah, they used to have door-to-door offering, yeah, and then following the stage, now they are outsourcing only. They do not have manufacture. They outsource their manufacture, yeah, from the several manufacturers in Japan, in Asia, etc. So basically, Dell is outsourcing all its products, outsourcing the products towards the manufacturers. So outsourcing is also innovation. Don't say only using the ICT, etc. No. Yeah. Improving the business process is what innovation is. Arasa? Capish?
Pronto.
Good. So what is the benefit of innovation and the offering equity? The offering equity, as we mentioned last week, is the core value of the performance of the product or the service, yeah, which offers the customer which is kinda the same, yeah, with any brands, yeah, compared to other brands, yeah. The equity offering is the core value, the product itself, the features of the product. That is the offering value. The features and the benefit, which most likely the same with other company. Mortgage in Bank Mandiri, the same with the mortgage in the UOB, the same with the mortgage in the BCA. What make it different? The brand, yeah. So offering equity is the core value of the feature and the benefit. By building the offering equity, an innovative firm can make it more difficult for competitor to enrich on its product in its business. By building more offering equity, meaning more products. By building more product, okay, mortgage, and then mortgage with the combination of mortgage and car, combination of mortgage and etc. Yeah? By building more products, it an innovative firm can make it difficult for competitor to enrich of its to tackle your business. The new offerings often motivate customer to switch from the competitors to you as the innovative firm to gain access of the new product. Let's say iPhone 11. Until now, it is iPhone. What is the series, the latest one? 11 kah? 18 kah? The iPhone. Do you know?
13, I think.
13 kah? Oh, okay, okay. I'm still using iPhone 6. Okay. It is 13 now. Okay, no worries. So, the new offering motivates customer to switch from the competitor to the new innovative firm. And then the new offering also can help the firm acquire new customers. Yeah. New offering help firm acquire new customer or enter new markets when they offer similar performance at a lower price. Yeah. Okay, so similar performance at a lower price meaning reducing the features. Let's say, okay, I want to have Mitsubishi Pajero 4x4. Yeah. Okay, Dakar is very expensive, 700 million rupiahs. What about the GLX? Around 500. The same type of car, but this is manual. Okay, this is matic. This is still the feature is less feature lah. This is high features. But the product is the same. The body is the same. Yeah, only the feature is reduced. The reducing the features. So new offering of GLX also acquire new customer, which is not moderate spender. This is the high spender on the persona. Okay, so the new offering also create new market. All right. So, many examples. All right. So now we continue into the offering and innovation strategies. Developing the innovative offerings. So most firms rely on the Stategate development process to increase the speed of their offering development and enhance the likelihood of success while also reducing development costs. Stategate development process. Usually this is done by third party, consultant. The Stategate development process. The Stategate model divides the development process into the series of steps or stages. Each project get evaluated by independent evaluators in each stage. This method helps ensure effective development approaches through several elements. This is the Stategate design review process. So when there is many ideas coming into the pipeline, and then concept and definition is there, design and development, validation and production, and the final audit and the product. Yeah, this is Stategate design review process for effective product development. New product development using Stategate design review. Yeah. So this is like a funneling. Yeah. From ideas to design, development, validation, production, final audit, until we finalize on the new product to develop. Okay. So in the offering of product or offering on the offering equity, there are two kind of markets that we need to understand before we start offering our equity, product equity. The first one is the red ocean market. The second one is the blue ocean market. An innovative offering can result from dramatically repositioning an existing offering. So we can also reposition our existing offering by removing features or adding features. So the total offering appeals to different customer segment. So because of the changing of features, we can grab different segments with a new value proposition. Because you have a minor change, major change, additional features that also like a GLX Pajero and Dakar Pajero. Yeah, it's the same 4x4 but different manual and matics. So when you offering the innovative, when you have the innovation offer, there are two markets, red ocean market and blue ocean market. Red ocean is the area that is very competitive and populated by shark fighting over the same customer. That is red ocean market. Blue ocean is a disruptive repositioning strategies. Yeah, where the firm instead can seek on the area ocean that is far from the land. Yeah? Disruptive repositioning. What is the example? Let's say IKEA for the blue ocean initiative. IKEA remove their salespeople. Do your own. They do not have salespeople. And then they reduce inventory and make it home assembly. So we need to assembly ourselves. Yeah? And that is repositioning the customer experience. Yeah? So IKEA move into the blue ocean strategy. So there is also Walmart. The blue ocean strategy is that they use the economic of scale, where Walmart cheaper 20% from others. Yeah, because of the economic of scale. Therefore, he has a very cheap cost of goods sold. And also, that is usually used by the first mover. Yeah? Often first mover develop barrier to imitation by using the economic of scale, using their brand, and the switching cost is very expensive. Yeah? So they keep themselves in the blue ocean because they develop barrier to imitation by using the economic of scale, by having the product unit cost is very low, using the brand such as Circus du Soleil. That is a circus name, yeah. So they in the Circus du Soleil they reduce the cost animal and stars. So basically no stars there, but they add value like theaters with the themes and the original musics. No stars, no cost animals, but they add value using theaters, themes, musical. Yeah, so that is the brand, and the switching cost very expensive. Yeah, so there is the blue ocean strategy. Yeah. red and blue ocean innovation approach. What is the difference? In the red ocean, we are still using the classic STP, segmenting, targeting, positioning. Yeah? And incremental innovation only. Incremental, ya beginilah. Incremental. Because we have known market space, competitive rules, industry boundaries, product is matured, becoming commodities, can be managed, tested, and analyzed. Red ocean. But when you come into blue ocean with disruptive positioning, the market does not exist yet. Does not exist yet. Let's say you develop a electric car. Yeah. Market space does not exist yet. Yeah. Still new. Demand is created rather than fought over. Okay, demand is created. You do not need to fight because nobody have the electric car yet. But it is hard to test. Often requires intuition and very high risk. Yeah. So this is the difference between red ocean strategy and disruptive blue ocean strategy. Same. So usually the sustaining technologies, they are kind of incremental. Yeah? Yeah. This is the sustainable technologies. Yeah. We know there is a Polaroid, used to be Polaroid, the camera, the photographic camera using the, what we call that, pita, what is that? And then there comes disruptive technologies using digital photographics here. On the Polaroid, they say, oh, impossible. We've been using Polaroid since 30 years. Impossible for the digital photography to be happen. And it comes there. The digital technologies crossing the Polaroid, where Polaroid then becoming decline. Yeah? And the digital photography as the disruptive technical innovation is now conquer the world. Yeah? So this is the innovator's dilemma. When the new technologies cause great firms to fail, a lot of firms fail to adopt the new technologies, the new disrupting technologies. Remember, the Bluebird taxi demonstrate for the Go-Car, Gojek, yeah? And now they are trying to adopt the technologies. Right. But the disruptive technologies occurs in either low end or in a new market. Low end disruption, let's say like nuclear steel mini mills. Yeah, they start from mini mills because they cannot compete with the existing sustaining products at the beginning. Yeah, but now the nuclear is now already a big steel mills. Yeah? Also Dell direct to customer business model. Yeah? You starting from low end disruption and now changing into the totally outsourced product. Yeah. And then eBay, online marketplace. They are occur in the new market. Yeah? New market. eBay, online marketplace. They occur in the new market. So most leaders do not want new technologies into the existing markets and products at the very beginning. Yeah. Remember Indonesia, we reject the electric car, and then the electric car moved to Malaysia. So we lose the opportunity because of that the leaders of the automotive companies still using the gasoline. Yeah? They are afraid that the new technologies will cut down their market share of products. So they kind of influence the government to reject the proposal of the electric car, like Tesla. But now Tesla has arrived. Yeah, we just let away the electric car in Surabaya. I forgot something like that. Used to be. Why do market leaders fall into this trap? Because companies find it difficult to invest in the disruptive innovations. Yeah, the growth target is kind of biased towards the larger market, and market for disruptive innovation cannot be quantified, which biases the decision making. Competition also leads to oversupplying, yeah, performance relative to what consumers want. So, in overall, we need to manage the portfolio of red ocean and blue ocean. It is which is only around 70-30. Yeah, supposedly not going into the blue ocean directly, because we need to keep on the red ocean strategy. Yeah, the classical STP, and the blue ocean around 30 to 40 of income. Yeah. So how to make the new offering more successful? There is a model that we call that is conjoint analysis. Conjoint analysis. So we need how to develop a product. Yeah. Product designs, which is the most important: price, performance, size, location, or features. Conjoint analysis is the process to determine the unitless trade-off among attributes and set of attributes that maximize the appeal of sales. So, example, let's do it in the Excel sheet. You see my Excel sheet? Excel sheet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Conjoint analysis. So we have there, let's say, conjoint analysis, chapter 5. Price, performance, size, location, features. Okay. Price, performance. Okay. Price, performance, and then what else? Size kah? Size, location, features. Size, location, features. Okay. So price, there is options. Price 1 or price 2, ya kan? Price 1, price 2, price 3. You want to give, which price do you want to give? Performance, the speed, whatever. Performance 1, performance 2, performance 3. A lot of performance variables, dimension. Size, big, small, middle. Size 1, size 2, size 3. Location, location 1, you want to make where is the location that you want? It is more appropriate. And the features. Features 2, features 3. And then the sales. All right. So conjoint analysis, we conduct the survey. Let's say 1 to 5. So one is very 5 is very likely. One is very not. Customer do not want very much. Okay. 5 is they like it very much. One is not like it. Sales. Okay, this is the customer. Customer 1, customer 2. This is the sales. Run between $150 to $5. So conjoint analysis is most likely like regression. When you develop a product, you want to identify which variable determine the most. Regression. Y is the sales here. X range is the all the variables. We have labels, output range. All right. So we see that the highest coefficient, okay, let aside on the p-value and t-statistic, yeah. So because this is dummy data. So we see that, okay, size 1 is highly interested. The customer is highly interested on the S1. S1 is what? Size number 1. And then on the product, relatively they choose product 2. What is P? P1? P is product, yeah? P product. P is performance kah?
Price.
Price 2 is relatively acceptable on the customer. Performance of the 3. Performance of 3 is very highly likelihood is most likely accepted by customer. Location 1 is highly determine the sales. F is the features. Features 2 is highly important. So the combination of product 2, price 2, and then performance 3, size 1, location 1, and features 2 is the combination of the variable which determine the sales the most. Araso? That is what we call conjoint analysis. Questions? Kapish?
Why you choose price to in negative amount, Pak?
Relatively smaller than others.
The lowest in negative, ya, Pak.
Yeah, relatively lower than others.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is highly negative. Yeah, so it is highly highly negatively related with the sales. This one is less determine the sales. Determine the sales the most for the higher sales. This one is very high minus, yeah. So the correlation is relatively higher than others. Araso? Okay.
Aras.
Good. There is the conjoint. Chapter 6. Okay. Conjoint analysis. Okay. The conjoint analysis. So basically, this is the conjoint analysis. The coefficient of the products, something like that. Eh? Okay. Most likely the same with the regression models. Okay. then next is how to manage the offering base sustainable competitive advantage. So steps to build the offering equity is that 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. First, the firm must develop an offering or offering portfolio that provide customer with the largest relatively advantage. So make sure we conduct the conjoint analysis. That the product we offer has the best profile. Best profile towards the relatively advantage of sales. Whatever you put, the sales, the net profit, etc. So we need to have the conjoint analysis in place before determining the offering. Yeah. And then second, in line with the marketing principle number 1, offering equity requires a firm to segment the target. Yeah. So who is the target segment? Okay. Which most likely accept your value proposition or your product. They need to have your product. So they are in need for your product. Your product also suit with their needs and wants. The third is that the firm need to manage the customer migration from the stages of their life cycle. Yeah. So you need to identify the customer migration from the all customer change. Yeah, marketing principle number 2, all the customer changes. So research approach for designing and launching new offerings, we need to do the qualitative techniques such as observation, focus group, and customer interview to identify the variables of the products that determines the sales or net profit or whatever the most. Yeah. So supposedly there is 2-step regression. First is finding all the products. Okay, size 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah, and then identify whether it is significant or not. Significant, you can see that whether this p-value is below 0.05 and t statistic above 1.96. Okay, we got only 5. All right, no worries. The 5 one is significant one. Step number 1 is that. Step number 2 is conducting the next regression using the 5 only to identify what is the which of these determine the sales the most from that 5 only. Whether the size 1, location 3, performance 2, whatever. So, but the first thing to do is qualitative techniques to identify from customer what is the variables that they want the most. The features, okay. The price, okay. The size of the product, okay. What else? The speed, the quality, what, etc. After that, every customer or the sample data, they put the information, and then you conduct the conjoint analysis before offering the conduct the launching of the new offering. Araso? Capish?
Pronto.
Right, that is on the offering. Brand, we have done the brand and the offering. Good.